One guy led 66 of 79 laps. Everyone else was crashing, spinning, and fighting for survival. Shane Van Giesbergen dominated the Pit Boss Foodmax 250 at Sonoma Raceway from the first lap to the last. Connor Zillisch started dead last, not once but twice, and still finished second. And, at the finish line, one of the strangest moments in NASCAR history unfolded in front of everyone watching. Can anyone beat Shane Van Giesbergen on a road course? Let's break it all down. If you are new here, hit that like button and subscribe. Every single subscriber genuinely helps this channel grow. Now let's get into it. Today we are breaking down every twist, turn, crash, and strategy call from the Pit Boss Foodmax 250 at Sonoma Raceway. The race took place on the 1.99-mile, 11-turn road course in the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, running 79 laps total. Before a single lap was completed, the storylines were already loaded. SVG arrived as the clear favorite. He won this race in 2024 and won the Cup race at Sonoma in 2025. This track belongs to him. The rematch narrative was equally compelling. Last year, Zillisch held off SVG by just 0.438 seconds, and revenge was absolutely on the table. But Zillisch faced a qualifying disaster. A leaking tire ruined his qualifying run, earning him the 30th starting position. His team then changed that tire, which counted as an unapproved adjustment, sending him to the rear of the field before the race even began. Meanwhile, Justin Allgaier entered the weekend leading Jesse Love by 224 points in the standings, already chase clinched, though he was coming off a rough result at Naval Base Coronado. Austin Hill carried momentum from a breakthrough street course win there. On road and street courses in this series, Zillisch leads SVG 4 wins to 2, a rivalry that is very much alive. In qualifying, SVG took the pole at 95.483 miles per hour, beating teenager Brent Cruz by just 0.189 seconds. Both posted their laps in Group 1. Taylor Gray qualified 3rd, Anthony Alfredo 4th, Parker Retzlaff 5th, and Corey Day 6th. Jesse Love qualified 7th, Allgaier 8th, Sam Mayer 9th, and Austin Hill 10th. Austin Green never made a qualifying attempt after burying his number 87 Chevrolet in the Turn 11 tire barrier during practice due to brake failure, which extended the session while repairs were completed. So SVG had the pole and a plan. The question was whether anyone could stop him. Brad Perez never even made the start due to a car issue. This race was going sideways before it even started. Blaine Perkins became the first driver to spin. Brandon Jones went off track early. Then LeVar Scott and Kyle Sieg both spun at the hairpin, and a tire carcass flew off Sieg's car, triggering the first caution of the race. While half the field was falling apart, Van Giesbergen was just driving away. On the restart, Dean Thompson spun, Jeb Burton had a wild ride through turns 3 and 4, and Brandon Jones fell out with a broken transmission, though he made it back to the pits. Throughout all of it, Zillisch was quietly, methodically picking his way through the field, and had already worked inside the top 15 by the end of Stage 1. Multiple drivers chose to short pit and flip the stage. Zillisch pitted on lap 17, but sped on pit road, earning a pass-through penalty that dropped him all the way to 33rd at the start of Stage 2. He had just fought back to the top 15, and one mistake wiped all of it out. Anthony Alfredo stayed out, held off Brent Cruz, and claimed the Stage 1 win, followed by Gray, Retzlaff, Day, Hill, Chastain, Rogers, Balicki, and Lab. Stage 2 brought a new wave of chaos. Blaine Perkins and Harrison Burton restarted up front on older tires, but were quickly shuffled back. Harrison Burton then spun through the Turn 1 dirt. Ross Chastain took his car off the track and drove it down the drag strip, ending his race with a mechanical failure. The fluid his car left behind forced another caution. Meanwhile, Zillisch started 33rd and fought all the way back to 2nd place by lap 35. When SVG pitted on lap 43 to flip the stage, Zillisch inherited the lead and went on to win Stage 2, followed by S. Smith, Creed, Cruz, Kvappel, Mayer, Carruth, Sieg, Lab, and Rogers. SVG sacrificed the stage win, but regained track position after the break. Zillisch ran it out, won the stage, but restarted 10th and did not need to save as much fuel on the final run. Two elite road course drivers, two completely different strategies. And both of them made sense. Zillisch restarted 10th, passed Jesse Love for second on lap 57, but over the final 21 laps, the gap to SVG barely moved. SVG was saving fuel, managing pace, and racing lap traffic, completely in control, holding a gap of over 4 seconds for most of the run. In his own words, "Luckily enough, I think I saved enough fuel early. Sorry, it wasn't the most exciting. I guess boring's good when you're the one leading." He added, "What an amazing car to lead like that. The car was so good the whole race." Zillisch was honest. A caution or something to bunch us back up would have been nice. Our Chevrolet was fast enough to compete, but we were just matching each other the entire run there, and he was probably saving fuel and managing his stuff and giving me hope. He closed with one final line, "I'll always believe we had something for him." Elsewhere in the pack, Dean Thompson spun again after contact. Allgaier spun in what was a miserable afternoon for the championship leader. Austin Hill made an unscheduled pit stop from inside the top 10, and Leland Honeyman fell off the pace, but managed to limp back to the pits. With 5 laps remaining, Anthony Alfredo made a bold 3-wide pass as Jesse Love began to fade, with Brent Cruz and Taylor Gray following him through. Cruz then attacked Alfredo, passed him, and brought teammate Gray through as well. The 18-year-old Cruz finished third, scored a race-high 50 points, and moved back into a chase-eligible position at 11th in the standings. He explained his approach plainly. "We maximized our day with stage points and stuff like that, which was kind of the name of the game for us today." He added, "Just trying to get a little buffer in case something would happen." And with full transparency, our goal is to win, but we did about as good as we could do there. For an 18-year-old, that level of race management is remarkable. SVG crossed the finish line 1.324 seconds ahead of Zillisch, cruising behind lap traffic on the final lap, completely composed. He then executed his signature rugby ball kick on the front stretch, a nod to his New Zealand roots. Then came the strangest finish line moment of the year. Taylor Gray ran out of fuel on the final lap and stopped just short of the finish line. His JGR teammate Brandon Jones pushed him across, but NASCAR ruled it did not count because Jones had physically assisted him. One of the strangest moments you will ever see at a NASCAR finish line, and it cost him a legitimate finish. The final top 10: Van Giesbergen, Zillisch, Cruz, Alfredo, Retzlaff, Carson Kvapel, Corey Day, Sam Mayer, Jesse Love, and Sheldon Creed. Post-race inspection revealed no issues, and the win was made official. By the numbers, SVG led 66 of 79 laps. This was his 6th career win in the O'Reilly Series, every single one on a road or street course. He has never won on an oval in this series. He now holds 3 total wins at Sonoma, 2024 O'Reilly, 2025 Cup, and 2025 O'Reilly, and 13 career NASCAR wins overall. JR Motorsports extended its streak of at least one car in the top 10 to 76 consecutive races, just 3 races away from tying the all-time record set by RFK Racing from 2008 to 2010. Allgaier finished 26th for the 2nd straight difficult race, but still leads Love by 207 points. The race featured 8 lead changes among 6 drivers, for cautions for 11 laps, and a final stage that ran 30 consecutive green flag laps, exactly the clean air SVG needed. SVG is not finished at Sonoma. He starts 6th in the Cup race on Sunday, defending his 2025 Sonoma Cup win and going for the full weekend sweep. The O'Reilly Series heads next to Chicagoland Speedway on Saturday, July 4th at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time on the CW, MRN Radio, and SiriusXM NASCAR Radio. The first time the series has raced at Chicagoland since 2019. It is an oval, which means SVG's road course win streak almost certainly stops there. Or does it? Can Allgaier bounce back? Can Zillisch keep his momentum? Who steps up on the 4th of July? SVG was untouchable. Zillisch was incredible despite starting last twice. And the road course king just added another crown to his collection. This channel is new, and every like and subscription genuinely means the world as we work toward 2,000 subscribers. If this breakdown helped you follow the race better, please hit like and subscribe. It costs nothing and supports everything. Can anyone beat Shane Van Giesbergen on a road course in this series? Or is this just what road races look like from now on? Drop your take in the comments. The conversation is just getting started.